Hey, it is the morning of, let's see, it would be day 15 of our total hospitalization, but a full week of being here in the cardiovascular ICU. And Maverick is doing well. His labs, I guess, some of them are improving, and then other ones are stable. So there's still some inflammation happening, which tells them that the Kawasaki disease is still going on in his body. But from the labs and then his vitals, they're saying that they think that he's doing well enough that they're trying to start getting his medication. It's called anakinra, trying to get it approved through insurance to take home and do at home. He has about a week left on that medication, and they said that it's really difficult to get insurance to approve it because it's pretty expensive. So they have started working on it now, and we're just kind of waiting to see if they're gonna allow it. They're also petitioning the actual drug company to send him home with it for free if the insurance won't cover it, and we'll see. They said it usually takes a day or two to hear back from them, and the insurance company can take a questionable amount of days. So we're just kind of waiting and seeing. I'm concerned for several reasons, and I expressed that to the resident that was in here, being that he's on an immunosuppressant, so I'm concerned about him getting sick while he has this heart condition going on, because I have other kids at home who go to germy places with other kids who, who knows have what, and I just don't, I don't really know what that's going to look like for him. Will it be really problematic if he gets a cold while he's on these immunosuppressants and he's having a heart issue? Like, I don't know what that looks like. I'm also concerned about long-term, like what having these vessels enlarged means for him, because they're still very large. All of the vessels are about 7 to 8 centimeters, or at least they were the last time they looked, which was almost a week ago. I want to say it was like 6 days ago. So they haven't done a follow-up echo yet. And so I'm also like, how are you planning for him to go home when you haven't even done a follow-up echo on his heart yet, to see what's happening there, to see if the inflammation and the dilation is going down. And they're basically just saying that, like, they're going off of the fact that he's been eating normally and playing normally, and that his vitals have been great, and his labs are they're kind of trending in the right direction, but they're really not moving all that fast. And I don't buy into that, and I'm really not gonna allow them to send him home without at least looking again, because seriously, he was fine when they released him last time. He had 2 echoes that were about the same. They did them a day apart, and they were stable, and then at like 3 to 4 centimeters of dilation, and he was eating and playing and doing everything normally, and he was doing all that stuff normally at home. And then I took him to his cardiac follow-up appointment, and they had doubled in size in a week. So him behaving and acting normally and everything being normal doesn't give me any confidence that his heart is fine, because last time all of that stuff was fine and normal, and his heart was not fine. It got much worse, and we were ambulanced to the ICU. So I'm not trying to be difficult with them. I'm really not, but I have very, very serious concerns about his health, and then about my family and like the help that we have. Like, my kids are with a family friend right now, and they live 3 hours away, and they're going to come back, and I'm like, I don't want to be sent home just to have to come back in a few days because his heart got worse. Or because he got sick, and that makes him need to come back to the hospital or something like that. Like, I feel like it makes more sense to just let him stay and finish this medication that he needs for another week, so then he's off the immunosuppressant when he goes home, than to try to rush him out the door right now without looking deeper into his echo and all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, maybe that makes me sound like a crazy person, or that I'm being like pushy with them or something. I don't know, but like, I have concerns, and my concerns aren't even just for him. Like, Clarissa is on the autism spectrum, and the back and forth and the changes and everything being so up, like, in the air and question marky, and not knowing what's going to happen next isn't the greatest for her either. And so I just have to try to do what's best for everybody. And sometimes I think that might be staying in the hospital if by the time they get it approved there isn't much like left, you know what I mean? Like, if it takes them several days, he has 7 days left on anakinra. If it takes them a few days to get it approved, like, and we only have like 3 or 4 days left, like, is it better to take him home where he's at risk of getting sick and he's got all these other issues and it's stressful on my family and we're not positive that he's not gonna have to just turn around and come back? I don't know. I don't know if any of that makes sense. Might just be my rambly brain. We were up quite a bit last night. Hi, buddy. After they gave him his shots in the middle of the night, he did not want to go back to sleep. I really hate that they do that. I know that he has to get the Lovenox every 12 hours, but it's just frustrating to like have this baby who's sleeping peacefully to come in, wake him up, stab him, and then be like, okay, go back to sleep and leave him. Like, but it's just tough. Anyways, ramble over. I'm really glad that he's doing well and that he seems stable, but I definitely want to see that same stability or improvement in his echo. Yeah, before I like get super optimistic, because I feel like all of these things were fine last time too. Okay, I feel a little bit better now that I vented that out. He's getting grumpy, so I'm gonna grab him and I will see you guys later.